Hey everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video ever. I'm really excited to do this. My name is David Kennedy, and as some of you might know, this is in response to the Andrew Neeme and Jeff Gross Vlogger in Paradise Challenge. So over the next 5 weeks, you're going to be following me and my life and how I incorporate poker into my day-to-day life. Let me tell you just a little bit about me. I'm 31 years old. I'm from Houston, Texas. I've been playing poker for over 15 years now. I started playing in high school, as most of us did. I started playing right before the moneymaker boom, so I was just ahead of the curve, but still got into it really after Moneymaker 1. I guess I could describe myself as a pretty normal person. I have a great family, a great job. I'm pretty happy with where I am in life, but a big thing that has always been a part of my life is poker. I still remember my very first poker game being taught to me. It was after finals, of course. We had a little time to play around, and somebody said, "Hey, do you know what Texas Hold'em is?" So, of course, I didn't know. I was instantly hooked, and I was so fascinated with the game, and ever since then, poker's just been a real big part of my life. I've just kept up with poker as it's evolved. I've always watched all of the poker shows that I could, with Poker After Dark and High Stakes Poker, and watching all the big names just come and go throughout the last couple of years. I currently have a full-time job that is not poker. I have the regular hours, 9 to 5, 5 days a week, living the grind. I'm married to a beautiful wife who is the love of my life. We've been married now for about 4 months. So I'm really excited to do this, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as you follow me over the next couple of weeks. So let's go ahead and get into it. So very first question, what does poker mean to me? So the first thing that poker means to me is poker is a sport that you can do everything right and still lose. And that's a big part of why poker was so appealing to me, was this idea that you can beat someone who doesn't make any mistakes. I mean, that's always the element of chance. You can go against a guy that knows all the stats, knows all the moves, knows all the ranges, and there's still that element of chance that you can get it in bad and still come out ahead. So another reason of why poker is so special to me is because people of all different skill levels can come together and play and have a really great game. I will never be able to hit a ball as far as Mike Trout, even if I practice as much as him or even practice more than him. He will always be better at baseball than me. But if I sit down at a table with Phil Hellmuth, Phil Ivey, Tom Dwan, Patrick Antonius, yeah, I'm a dog, but there's still that chance that I can come out on top. And that's true for anyone playing poker. There's always that element of beginner's luck that people always talk about, and maybe that doesn't exist, but people sure talk about it a lot. Maybe it's just your night. Maybe you just ran hot. Maybe you just made all of the wrong moves and still came out on top. So that's what really makes poker so great, is anyone from anywhere, no matter your skill level, your experience, your age, you can sit down at a poker table and none of that matters, because that's just what makes poker poker. The next thing of what poker means to me is the levels of strategy that is involved in poker. So there are different types of ways people play, and none of them are necessarily wrong. You have your people that are very math-based. They play with the statistics and the probability. And you have other people that play with, gamesmanship. They do a lot of talking. They go with a lot of gut reads. Both of them can be successful. It just depends on the personality of the player and the type of player and situations involved with that. And there's just this whole array and mixed bag of strategies and levels and layers of poker. You know, you can take an element of the math and the gamesmanship and the talking and the gut feeling, and you wrap it all together into your own unique style. You know, I mean, I watch the pros and I watch how they play, and I take some advice from them, but I don't want to play their game. I want to play my game. That's what makes it so special, and that's what gives me such a satisfaction when it works out, because I know that I created this game for me that's working. Another big thing of what poker means to me is some of my greatest and fondest memories are associated with poker. You know, summer nights, late summer nights, sitting around, maybe there's 3 of us, 4 of us. We have no money, no chips, but we're just dealing out hands, talking about strategies and what would we do in this situation, and just talking poker late into the nights. Like, there's just something magical about that. Some of my best friends and I still play poker to this day. Hopefully we can continue this trend on until we're just a bunch of old men sitting around talking about the old days playing poker. The last thing that really kind of brings the whole idea of what poker is to me together is the ever-changing strategy. You know, there are strategies for board games and other card games that, you know, people know you have to play this way because it works. You know, the game of poker is always changing, especially now with the internet and solvers and poker websites with strategies. You know, people are always figuring out what to do right in poker. So you always have to be changing your strategy, because what becomes a popular trend may not be popular and useful a couple years down the road. I mean, think about how poker was in 2005. It was like the Wild West. Nobody knew anything. We were just throwing chips around and hoping to win. You know, poker has become so sophisticated now, and I'm really excited to just see what happens in the future and where the trends go and how people play 2, 3, 4 years from now. All right, guys. Well, I hope you got to know me a little better through this video. I'm really happy that I decided to do it. Really excited to see what happens for the future over the next couple of weeks, and I'm glad you're coming along and joining me on this. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next week.